It seems like it's an amazing time to be alive, but it seems like the place to be right now is Austin, Texas, where
Is it?
well, I don't know. You tell me. Everybody,
I keep flying to the Bay Area because a lot of really smart people in the Bay Area working on AI.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
there's
I'd love for
smart
Austin to
people
become a
there.
center of AI. I think it'd be a really fantastic thing to do here.
Yeah,
There's a lot of really smart people here. There's a lot of really good stuff happening. But it's a distributed thing that's happening all over the world. That's part of the exponential thing. It's that
yeah,
again, where are the 11 Midjourney people? I don't know. I don't know where they're located. Doesn't matter. They're on Discord, right?
yeah.
So it's sort of like that's, and you're right that there's a lot of amazing value being built, but it's also commoditizing. So it's not necessarily that the biggest impact people or projects will be able to make all the money either. It's not clear at all where the money's going to get made in AI. That's
Yeah.
one of the really stunning and interesting things. It's a green field, lots of great value to be built, but then how to make money off of it is still a very open question. OpenAI has raised a ton of money. They spend a lot of it paying for GPU
Yeah,
clouds, right?
yeah.
Same thing with Stability. They raise a lot of money and they're paying for compute. And so there's a lot of money being paid to infrastructure companies to actually run the GPUs, but who's actually retaining and building differentiated, defensible, long-time durable, defensible value? That remains yet to be seen.
Why is Austin taking off, do you think? Because it's not just in the tech world, like comedy, for example. You had Rogan over there, and loads of people have followed him from that perspective. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
just about a hub for science and tech. It's a hub for the arts. It's a hub for culture. A lot of people talk about the freedom that you have over there and everything else in between. And I know you're saying you're going to San Fran quite a lot because there's obviously still a lot of amazing talent there. But it does seem like there is obviously a lot of issues happening over there. A lot of crime and everything else in between, right? Where you don't seem to have that problem as much in Texas.
Well, I've been here 19 years.
Okay.
So I've been seeing it go up and up and up for a while. And during
Yeah.
COVID, it absolutely exploded because people could work from home. And a lot of people in California, Bay Area, they didn't particularly like what they were seeing over there. And it was expensive. And coming to Texas, you could buy a lot with a lot less money than you could buy in San Francisco and the Bay
Yes.
Area. So there was some of that. But then additionally, politically, Texas is very different than California. Now,
Yeah.
Austin, for those who don't know, Texas is pretty politically conservative, but Austin actually is pretty liberal, and it's been this little blue ocean in the middle of this like state, this fairly red state. But even as a red state, for those who are not familiar with American politics, the conservative states are called the red states, versus the more liberal progressive ones are called the blue states. And there's a north-south divide, as there oftentimes is. There's some guns, germ, steel sort of biology is destiny, or sorry, geography is destiny sort of stuff here. But actually, Texas. I grew up in Tennessee, and so the southern states that were involved in the Confederacy and stuff like that, Texas is actually a little distinct from those. That it was formerly its own country. It's got more of a libertarian conservative bent than the other states. So even as a red state, I would say that Texas has its own flavor. And then Austin being extremely progressive, liberal, hippie. I mean, Janis Joplin's here. Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
These are pretty progressive, hippie, liberal people, and it's actually Austin, the University of Texas being here, and then some early semiconductor stuff happened here, and then Dell Computers is here. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff building here in tech, in Austin as a tech place, but it was still pretty small. Last 15 years has just seen this explosion, and the last 5 in particular. Part of it is, I think, people coming out of California, coming here. The climate, it's nice and warm. You don't have to deal with snow and ice and sleet like you do in the Northeast. The favorable tax sort of situation for people. There's no state income tax. And then there's just a lot of land. So you can buy a big ranch and stuff like that. So a lot of those things, I think, all combine. And then I think it went through some phase transition the last few years.
I can't remember the exact size, but I think Texas is bigger than it's bigger than the UK, but it might be bigger than Europe or certainly many of the big countries in there combined. So you have the land. I'll definitely give you that, and there's a room to be there. Hey, thanks for watching this YouTube video. If you want to see more like this, please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.